Hello and welcome to Viewer Replays. This time it's from jimbeamtheredneck. Me and Jim Beam go way back. Not this Jim Beam, but another Jim Beam. And today he's on IS6. He's on airfield. And he's going for the top position, I think. I think this map is really funny in a heavy tank, to be honest. The IS6. You do have 5 tier 9s. I don't know. You don't need a lot of gold, that's for sure. So let's go over the stats. 390 damage. We of course have 186 or 225 pen. 0.24 dispersion. 2.26 aim time. Reload time is 11.2. Jim has a good crew on here, so he's good. 35 kilometers an hour in top speed, and of course, since it's a Russian, 6 degrees of gun depression and 20 of gun elevation. I really like the position Jim took here. There is an issue though, however, somebody's in C or B and can hit you. It's quite aggressive, but he does have a lot of tanks behind him that should in theory help him. But that was the VK4502B. Get some nice shots in there, but you do totally rely on the guys behind you, but they should be enough to actually help you here, I think. And this IS6 black, Jim keeps penning him in the cupola. This is nice. A lot of tanks here. Nice aggressive gameplay. I like it. I don't always get away with it, but this is what I think is funny. A lot of brawling. Pretty sure Jim Beam broke up their dating plans a little bit here, so they all kind of stopped here. This is good for the rest of the team. Doesn't seem to be much in the middle from either teams. So only the STV that's not spotted, Type 59 and ISU, and the Yak Tiger. TDing in this map is so boring if you ask me, but that's just a personal opinion, of course. And thanks for your replays, I already received some 10k replays, so this is very nice. Of course, still continue sending the regular replays, as those are very needed as well, and appreciated, of course. So Jim is up to 2k damage already. Get some assist. There's a little bit of a freebie. And there was the Yak Tiger, Iron Palm, behind him of course. Let's see if you can actually pen that one. No. See, that's in my opinion one of IS6 weak spots. I actually like it. I think it's a fun tank to drive, but the pen and the Russian gun inaccuracy is just kind of kills a little bit to me. I know they buffed it on the armor and that's all good, but the armor wasn't the biggest issue, I think. He's racking up some damage here pretty fast. Seems to 4 800 apart about. And the T-44 decides to go out again for another round. This is odds and he's always was hit one time by him. And he's out. First kill for Mr. Beam. Hope some of you saw She's the Animals charity stream yesterday. She doesn't like to drink hot sauce that much apparently, but he raised a lot of money for some animal shelter, so this is pretty good. And of course he is an animal himself. A shame his wife forced him to shave off that beard, but that's how it goes when you get married, so deal with it. Chiz. Was a good game, eh? So Herbert 2, not Herbert, Herbert 2 is here. This Type 59 is not a bad player. He could be a little bit of an annoyance. Still weird to see all them Type 59s all the time. But I guess Wargaming kept their work. They never put it up for sale again. Wah, wah, wah. Guess you can say the value of Wargaming's word is not too high. I'll be kind. So the issue I think that Jim Beam has here is this T-54E1. He can of course wreck him pretty fast as he's an autoloader. So let's see how he deals with him, if he deals with him. He's in a bad position for Jim for sure. And there is the 4502B. That was a bounce on the side. It's up to 4.2, we blocked 2.1. And of course 1145 assist. Not so bad. And an FCM. That's another one that's lacking some penetration. The FCM is out. In the J line we have a T-54 mod 1 on a solo mission. Let's see if he doesn't run into some stuff there. Type 59. Meanwhile the 54E1 takes a shot in. And the mod 1 is gone out there. Well, that was a trade. Jim lost a little bit, so he's definitely down to a one shot now. He did have a track 54 mod 1, and here comes the Löwe. Don't know if the Löwe is assuming that he's unloaded. He is for sure now. Let's see if Jim can manage to get a shot into him before he goes away. Nice shot. Very important to aim at the 54E1, as it's quite bouncy some angles. And here Jim is in a little bit of a trouble position with 430. But gets out of it with a little bit of teamwork. And it's 11 to 10 now. But they're dead even almost on the hit points. So let's see if we can get a shot into that ISU. Nope. I think he hit the tank actually, the wreck. He's definitely coming for Jim that one. Or try to at least. Maybe that was some old friendship there. At least to be subtle. Scorpion is actually telling Jim to fall back. Which is kind of him. It is 12 to 10, but it's by no means 1, I think. 2 Type 59s. You have the bad chat down. It should be a win. Seems to all go back to base to reinforce that. And one of the Type 59s got Amarak. I really like the playstyle so far, Jim. You got some good aiming going there, nice shots. Good positioning, I mean aggressive positioning. It's not necessarily bad, I think. I think one of the shots you got or received should have been avoided by the rest of your people behind. But was the one at the beginning from the 4502. Which was also platooning with the 54E1, of course. So you actually dealt with 2 platoons on this corner. And there's the 59. Takes you up to 5.373 and 1337 in spotting. Might be some smart heads in chat that can tell you what 1337 means in internet language. So let's see if Jim can flank him in cooperation with the 2 others. He was a smart player earlier, so he is to be cautious with, but I think this angle is good, or no, you can definitely see too much of the I6. Well played to Scorpiani as well. Took the freedom to cut a little bit here. Scorpiani is dead now. There's a lot of driving involved here, so we're back in the AP and there's 1 tank left. And Niels here, and they win. Also with a lot of help from Jim Beam, so let's go have a look at the result, guys. Of course he gets the mastery, he gets the high caliber, and he racks up 5,373 and 3 kills, which is excellent on IS6. So Jim fired 21 shots, he hit 20, penned 15, he bounced 2,600 and got the 1337 in assist. He made a plus of 78,120 credits, got 1 bond and 1684 base XP. Thanks a lot for your replay, Jim, it was good, and I'll see you guys soon.
English one or the Russian one, but man pulled up in the German one. 2 4-4s in a 4-door truck, there's one on the right, on the left there's one. We don't wait for the